There are crime scenes that shock investigators, and then there are places that feel wrong long before the truth is discovered. In the spring of 1922, on a remote farm in Bavaria, Germany, something deeply unsettling unfolded, unnoticed, unseen, and unanswered for more than a century. This is the Hinterkaifeck case, a real-life mystery that still has no explanation. Hinterkaifeck was not a town. It wasn't even a village. It was a single, isolated farmstead surrounded by forest, fields, and silence, miles away from the nearest neighbors. Life here was quiet, predictable, and in the isolation, secrets were easy to keep. The farm belonged to Andreas Gruber, a stern, controlling man in his 60s. He lived there with his wife, his adult daughter Victoria, and Victoria's 2 young children. They shared the farm with a maid, though none of the maids ever stayed long. People in nearby villages whispered about the family. They were private, strange, unfriendly, but no one imagined what was coming. Months before anything was discovered, Andreas noticed things he couldn't explain. Footprints appeared in the snow leading from the forest to the house, but never back. Tools went missing, then reappeared, and strange sounds came from the attic. Slow footsteps, late at night. No one believed him. Just days before the events that would shock Germany, the family's maid quit suddenly. She claimed the house felt haunted, that something was watching her. Her replacement arrived only hours before everything went silent. She would never leave. Then nothing. Days passed with no sign of life. The children missed school. Mail piled up. Smoke never rose from the chimney. Still, no one went to check. It wasn't until neighbors grew uneasy that the farm was finally visited. What they found inside would become one of the most disturbing crime scenes in European history, not because of what was visible, but because of what didn't make sense. The family was gone, yet the house looked lived in. Food had been eaten. Animals were fed. Beds appeared slept in. Someone had remained on the farm after the crime, calmly continuing daily routines, as if Hinterkaifeck was never abandoned at all. Police arrived late. Evidence was touched. The scene was contaminated by curious villagers. Hundreds of suspects were questioned. None were charged. The case slowly collapsed under its own confusion. Was it someone the family knew? A drifter hiding in the attic? Or someone who had been watching them for weeks? Even today, no theory fully explains every detail. The farm was eventually torn down. Nothing remains. But the mystery of Hinterkaifeck still lingers. A reminder that sometimes the most terrifying stories are not the ones with answers, but the ones that end in silence.